Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 3 very healthy, high protein meals that you can use to kick carbs to the curb. Now guys, I'm not saying that carbs are totally bad for you. They're only bad when you take them in large quantities, but if you maintain portion control, then they're okay for you. I'm only saying that sometimes you just literally want to do away with the carbs. The 3 recipes I'm going to show you in this video will help you stick to a protein-dense meal without having to worry so much about whether you're eating enough or whether you are having carbs in your meals. Okay, so they're very simple recipes to make. There's going to be a breakfast option, a lunch option, and a dinner option. So I got you guys covered. So the very first recipe is this very yummy and sumptuous breakfast casserole that is packed loaded with so much protein. And my protein of choice is definitely going to be some minced meat and eggs. I also make use of some vegetables and spices. Let me introduce you to the ingredients. For this recipe, you need some minced meat. You need some eggs as well. You'd also be needing some finely diced onions and carrots, green, red, and yellow bell peppers. You'd also be needing some oil, any oil of your choice will do, some minced garlic, minced fresh peppers, curry powder and thyme, seasoning cubes, and some salt to taste. The full ingredient list will be in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out, okay? Now start by grabbing the oil and place in the pan that's already heating up on medium heat. Then transfer the minced meat into the pan. As soon as the minced meat gets to the pan, crumble it up immediately with a cooking spoon. Then proceed to season it with some salt, some minced garlic, and some minced Scotch bonnet peppers as well. Mix together to combine and continue to stir fry until the minced meat has lost all of its pinkness and it's perfectly brown. The browner it gets, the more intensified the flavor is, so ensure you fry this very well, okay? Now that's exactly what it should look like when it is perfectly fried. Now take it out of the pan with a slotted spoon, place on a plate and set aside. Afterwards, grab the chopped onions and transfer to the same pan. Stir fry for about 30 to 45 seconds until the onions become translucent. Then grab the minced peppers and the minced garlic, add to the pan and continue to stir fry for another 20 seconds. Next, add the chopped carrots and continue to stir fry for another 1 minute. The curry powder and thyme goes in next, followed by the seasoning cubes and the cooked minced meat. Stir again to combine. Add a drizzle of water to the pan, cover and allow to steam for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now this will help soften up the meat. While it is cooking, crack open the eggs in a mixing bowl, then season with some salt and give it a very good whisk. Afterwards, grab the diced vegetables and add to the pan along with some salt if there's any need to season this up with some salt, okay? Now stir again to combine, cover and leave to steam for just 1 more minute. Open up the pan and then pour in the whisked eggs. Then use a spoon to gently move things around to ensure that the veggies and meat are evenly distributed. Cover the pan, reduce the heat to the lowest and leave to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the eggs have fully set. Trust me guys, it will not burn, okay? As long as your heat is set to the lowest temperature. And you have to ensure that the lid is tightly fitted because you do not want to let any steam escape. After about 18 minutes of cooking, look at how pretty my breakfast casserole is looking. You will know it is perfectly done when the center is firm to the touch. Take it off the heat and set on the countertop to cool down completely. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to cool down, and I hope you have the patience to let it cool down completely. When it is fully cool, it will detach itself from the sides of the pan. Place this protein-packed breakfast casserole on a plate, cut out a slice or two, and enjoy. You can have this with some salad and fresh juice for the perfect protein-packed breakfast treat. The second protein-packed recipe on my list is this colorful moi-moi I made using lentils. Now, lentils are a major source of plant-based protein and are also packed loaded with fiber, iron, zinc, and magnesium. I particularly love to use lentils to make akara and moi-moi because there is no stressful peeling of anything involved. You guys know what I'm talking about, beans, right? Plus, lentils contain way more protein and lesser carbs than beans. I'm using red split lentils because I love the color and taste it gives my moi-moi. For this lentil moi-moi recipe, you'll be needing some lentils. I'm using red split lentils like I said. You'd also be needing some moi-moi leaves. You can use ramekin dishes or moi-moi bowls if that's what you have. You'd also need some chili bell peppers, also known as tatashe. You need some onions, oil, seasoning cubes, ground crayfish, paprika powder, salt, and garlic paste. Start by soaking the lentils for about 10 to 15 minutes to soften it up. If you're using the brown lentils, you would have to soak this for longer, about 2 to 3 hours or even more. But I highly recommend that you use the red split lentils for your moi-moi and akara because they give the perfect color. Afterwards, rinse out the water and wash the lentils thoroughly till the water runs clear. In a blender, add the lentils, egg, tatashe and onions, garlic paste, paprika powder, seasoning cube, and salt. I also added some fresh peppers, the ground crayfish, vegetable oil, and some water to make the blending process a whole lot easier. Cover the blender and blitz on medium speed till the contents of the blender is very well pureed. Afterwards, transfer the lentil puree into a bowl. But we're not done blending just quite yet. I always like to perform a double blending method to inculcate lots of air into my batter. Now this will help make the moi-moi very fluffy and soft. So add the lentil puree back into the blender, but this time in smaller portions. Blend each portion for about 30 to 45 seconds. If you notice that it's too thick for you, you can add some more water to loosen it up slightly. Now, after blending, pour the first portion into another bowl. You can see how smooth it is now, right? Continue blending till you have exhausted the puree. Now, this is exactly how smooth you want it to be. It's time to assemble the moi-moi. Place some water in a pot on medium heat and add the leaf stalks to the bottom to create a base for the moi-moi wraps to sit on. To fold the leaves, place one leaf over another. Break the stalk at the center of each of the leaves. Then roll from the bottom from one end to the other. So put your hand at the bottom and roll from one end to the other. Then gently fold up the bottom. Now this will prevent the batter from spilling out of the leaves. At this time, you should get a perfect cone. Now grab some of the lentil batter and transfer to the leaves. Be careful not to overfill things so that you will be able to close up the leaves. To close up the moi-moi wrap, place your finger at the center of the wrap and then push it in, followed by the two sides of the leaves, and then finally bend it over backwards to seal off the wrap. I hope that makes sense. Transfer to the pot and continue with the rest until you have exhausted all of your moi-moi batter. When it's all done, place some leaves on top of the moi-moi wraps to help trap the steam inside the pot. Then cover the pot and leave to cook for 30 to 35 minutes or until the moi-moi is perfectly set. After cooking, open up the pot and allow to cool down completely for about 10 to 20 minutes. This will also help the moi-moi set perfectly without breaking when you finally unwrap it. It should be firm to the touch when it is perfectly cooked. Afterwards, unwrap and serve this meal of deliciousness. It is best enjoyed with some gari and sugar. That's my favorite way of enjoying it. But you can also enjoy it with some custard or pap or with any sauce of your choice, and with some ripe plantains as well. Whatever you do, just have a few time enjoying this protein-packed lunch recipe. The third protein-packed recipe on my list is this healthy grilled chicken and vegetable salad that's perfect for dinner. You need some chicken breasts, sweet corn, bell peppers, onions, lettuce, eggs, oil, and some seasonings. Again, the full ingredient list is going to be in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out, okay? Now start by cutting the bell peppers and onions into strips. Also minced up some garlic as well. Add the veggies to a mixing bowl and then the chicken breast to the second mixing bowl. Season the two bowls with some minced garlic, paprika powder, ginger powder, thyme, curry powder, ground cumin, chili powder, seasoning cubes, and some salt. Basically, whatever you season the chicken with, also use to season the veggies as well, okay? Now you can use your preferred spices. You can reduce the amount of spice you add to yours. You can increase the amount. It's totally up to you. Whatever you like, just go ahead and do it at this point, okay? I also added a drizzle of oil and a tablespoon of water to make this a wet marinade. Mix everything to combine. Ensure that the chicken pieces are thoroughly coated with the marinade and then the vegetable strips as well. Afterwards, move over to the stovetop and drizzle some oil in the pan. Allow to heat up, then grab the chicken pieces and place on one side of the pan. And then place the vegetables on the other side. Leave the chicken to pan-sear on one side for about 4 to 5 minutes or until it's perfectly browned. Then flip to the other side and allow to brown as well. Cover the pan and leave to cook for another 4 minutes, by which time the veggies should have softened up. Take the veggies out of the pan and set aside. If the chicken is not yet fully cooked, cover the pan and continue to cook the chicken until it is fully cooked. When it is fully cooked, Take the chicken out of the pan and allow to cool down completely. When the chicken is cool, cut in tiny slices. To assemble, place the chicken breast in salad bowls. Now I'm using my meal prep bowls to assemble this salad because this will be my dinner for 2 days in a row. In the other compartment, add the lettuce, cooked veggies, sweet corn, hard-boiled eggs, and some cucumber slices. You can use your favorite vegetables if that's what you prefer, but the whole idea of making this grilled chicken and bell pepper strip salad is so that you can totally avoid using any form of salad dressing, any salad cream. You don't need all of that. With the sauteed veggies, you have enough moistness to enjoy the salad, okay? And that's it, guys. Your protein-packed dinner is ready to serve. Healthy, tasty, and absolutely delicious. Who's hungry? These meals are the meals I turn to whenever I want to ease off on the carbs, and I promise you, like you've just watched right now, they're very easy to make and everyone's gonna like it. Kids will love it, adults will love it, so you definitely want to inculcate it into your repertoire of recipes. I'll see you all next time with another mouth-watering and delicious recipe. Until then, remember to be very kind to one another, love yourselves generously, and it's me, the queen of fun and fast cooking, signing out with a kiss. Take care, guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.